guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor Bob, and in today's video we are going to be talking about how to deal with stress and anxiety in a healthy way. Now, when it comes to stress and anxiety, that looks different for different people, and the way people manage these things are totally different. Now, for me, when I'm feeling stressed, I'm normally feeling down, but then there are some people, they will completely lash out whenever they feel stressed out. And then on the other hand, whenever I have anxiety and I feel a little anxious, I feel really nervous inside and I feel really kind of uneasy, and I feel it all in my gut, girl, okay, when I'm feeling anxious about something. Now, normally I feel stress and anxiety when something is going wrong or when there are specific challenges that I feel like just will not get better. That's normally whenever I get stressed out. And I'm a very impatient person sometimes too. So when I feel like things are just not going as planned, I start freaking out completely. Now, dealing with stress and anxiety can be handled in different ways. There are certain techniques that you can do yourself at home, or some people do prefer to go to a therapist to talk to someone and then kind of get those coping mechanisms from them. But also some people do get medications just to calm themselves down, just depending on the severity of the stress and anxiety. And just remember, y'all, stress and anxiety is a normal part of life, okay? Because none of us are perfect and life is not perfect. Life is not just one linear path where everything goes well. Life always hits us with a curveball, okay? And that's sometimes what brings on the stress and the anxiety. Now, stress and anxiety can be due to many different things, and many different things can cause stress and anxiety. It may be due to work. It may be due to a relationship, a friendship. Maybe you're going through something with family or friends, finances. Stress and anxiety can appear out of nowhere, y'all, okay? One day you could be feeling fine. The next day you can be totally stressed out. That's just how life is sometimes. But there are 3 tips that I currently use that kind of helps me deal with my stress and my anxiety in a healthy way. So I figured that I would share it with you all, okay? So let's get right into it. So the first tip is to just exercise, okay? And that doesn't mean that you have to go run for hours and hours on the treadmill at the gym and you have to pump weights all day long to consider yourself exercising, okay? It could be a simple walk in the park, or maybe just going to walk outside to kind of get some air, but you definitely want to go ahead and do some type of exercising, whether that's taking the stairs instead of taking the elevator, because that's what's going to release those endorphins. All of these things can definitely help release those endorphins and help you feel better. But I also do recommend y'all like getting a massage and different things like that, because that's also going to help with the tension that you're feeling. And whenever we exercise, that also does help with tension that we're feeling, and it kind of just helps us to just kind of relax, okay? So that's the first tip I have. If you don't already, maybe just go take a walk outside, and sometimes that is all we need to control our stress and anxiety. Now, the second tip that I have is slow, deep breathing. Y'all, this helps a lot, okay? I see on TikTok a lot people saying like in the morning, like they just hate to go to work and they feel like really anxious and really nervous. And y'all, I've been there, done that, okay? Definitely feel very anxious and definitely like just kind of feeling like you're kind of hyperventilating a little bit, okay? So definitely you want to take slow, deep breaths, and I promise you that it will help. And even whenever you feel like you're about to get anxious or you're about to feel stressed out, just stop, take a moment, and just breathe, okay? Breathe as many times as you need. I normally breathe up to 5 times sometimes whenever I need to, but that definitely does help. And whenever you find yourself just kind of breathing a little off, that definitely can mean that you are stressed and anxious as well. But you want to make sure if it's really bad that you seek medical attention. But I definitely do advise, if it's something that you feel like you can control, just slow down and take a couple deep breaths, and that should definitely help you. But noticing like a change in your breathing, you can sometimes tell like, hey, I'm stressed out, or hey, I'm feeling anxious. So that's the second tip I have, is to just journal and be organized, okay? So I do have a journal where I write down things. It's sort of like a diary, and it's also a log of kind of what happens in my life, how I overcame certain things. And I love to just write things down, because I am one of those people, when I feel stressed out, when I feel anxious, I love to come in my room and I love to have that moment to myself, okay? But you can't sit in your room for too long, because sometimes I will definitely do that. I will isolate myself for a minute, but you definitely want to make sure that you're still having some type of human interaction, that like you're still talking to people. But while you are in your room, don't feel like you're holding in all of your emotions. You don't have to feel like you just have to hold everything in. You know, pick up a pen, pick up your journal, and start writing things down. And I promise you, it'll definitely make you feel better. Another thing I like to do is I like to keep a to-do list, whether that's me writing something down on paper, whether that's writing something on my calendar, or whether that's using my notes app on my phone where I can just write everything down. That way I know what to do each day and I don't feel stressed about it, because I don't have to be like, hey, did I remember to do this or did I remember to do that, when everything is kind of written there already for me. So that's something that I really like to do. But I definitely recommend, if you are a person that kind of isolates yourself whenever you're dealing with stress, whenever you're dealing with anxiety, get you a journal. That way all of those emotions don't stay bogged up inside. Because what I find is that a lot of people let things build up and then they end up like lashing out. And you definitely don't want to do that. So I definitely do recommend getting a calendar, y'all. Get you a journal, okay? Use the notes app on your phone and really just get organized. But journaling out your feelings will definitely help you feel better overall. So those are the tips that I have when it comes to dealing with stress and anxiety in a healthy way. I hope these quick tips were helpful for you. If you feel like you are someone who may need, to speak to someone, definitely look up getting a therapist. There are therapists that do take insurance, and there are therapists that do like cash pay, where you can pay, maybe like a discounted rate or whatever. And a lot of people use like BetterHelp for therapy. I've personally been to therapy before, and therapy is good because you're talking to someone that you don't really know, and it's someone who isn't necessarily biased to your situation and kind of what you have going on. And then some people also do need to be prescribed like medication. So if you feel like, your anxiety and your stress is that bad, I definitely do recommend seeking help. But I do think that those 3 tips that I included in this video will definitely help you all if you are dealing with anything. And just always remember, y'all, things will get better, okay? Even when it seems like it doesn't, I promise you guys, things will get better. But we just have to all just stay positive. And I know that's not always easy. Put God first, but I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. And if you did, y'all know what to do. Give your girl a like and also subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you all in the next video.